Hi, Ellie. I hope you're doing well. I want to thank you for your response to this week's prompt. It was organized in such a way that it was easily understood and actually helped me understand the content even better. But I wanted to um, just hone in on your um, statements about the Gestalt theory and how the one of the limitations to it or cautious cautions to it is that, as Tan says, as it focuses on to helping a client become more self-aware and self-actualization, that it could lead to narcissistic self-centeredness and gross individualism. Um, and I just thought of just the dangers, especially to Christians, that as we gain strength and power from understanding ourselves, which is so true, in understanding our past and reflecting on our behaviors and actions and thoughts and how it relates to our relationship with God. Um, but as we gain this power from self-awareness, that we don't allow our identity and source of truth to solely come from us, as is some of the emphasis in both of these theories. It heavily relies on your understanding yourself and arriving to your own set of truths. Um, and I just thought of the scriptures, Proverbs 3:5-6, which says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not unto your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path." So as Christians, we need to understand there is power in self-awareness, but that all of our source of strength and direction comes from the Lord, as we should that should be our goal. I also appreciate your statement about boundaries or lack of boundaries, um, that these theories can cause problems, especially within the therapeutic relationship, especially with the empathic nature, that level of empathy that is required, and the self-disclosures that the therapist um, is participating in during these therapeutic settings and counseling, um, that within these techniques we have to be very careful for impairment, and not only just for the impairment of burnout, and as we are taking on um, the hurt and pain of others, but then also, like you stated, the boundaries. Um, as I was reading in my Simmons textbook, um, it just talks about how boundaries were created to define the roles within the therapeutic setting. And the boundaries decrease a client's vulnerability, and it increases the counselor's accountability. Um, and thankfully, we do have the ACA Code of Conducts that helps guide us in setting these boundaries. It's very clear on the boundaries of sexual behavior or relationships with clients and their families, but there are some gray areas. And within these gray areas, it's good to always reflect on our practices and to ensure that what we are doing is always benefiting the client, but also when you have these questions, to ask for guidance from fellow colleagues and your supervisor, so that we ensure that we are abiding by the code of ethics, but also that we're not taking advantage of our clients. And we don't want to do that as a professional, but also as a Christian counselor. So I just wanted to add that to what you have already said. And I appreciate your thoughts, and I hope you have a great evening and week. Take care.